team. Sorry about this video. It's very, very late, but yeah, and sorry about what I'm wearing too. Just last minute. Okay, so when I do a house party, I used to carry around this big old black tub. I find after going to a few house parties, the less you carry with you, the better. It's going to make people want to join your team a little bit more because they don't feel like they have to carry so much stuff if they decide to do a house party. Again, you don't have to do a house party, but I'm very successful with my house parties. I usually rank in $400 to $1,000 in sales on a house party. So definitely, you know, give it a shot. If it's not for you, it's fine. There's always the virtual parties, which are great as well. In fact, majority of our presenters are successful just doing the virtual parties. A lot of them have 5 to 10 parties going on at the exact same time with different friends, and then that's how they're running their business. But this is the house party. So I carry around this bag now, and I carry around this makeup case. In the bag, I have everything I need. So I have my towels for face washing. I have my acrylic stuff for the makeup display, the tablecloths, and I also have in this bag where I keep my laptop. So this is a laptop bag, and I can actually keep my laptop in here. I have order forms, pencils, pretty much everything and anything I need. And then in the makeup case, I have all the makeup that everyone gets to sample. It's best to have at least a little bit of everything. You don't have to have every single color, just enough for people to actually be able to try out. Even if they're only trying it out on one side of their face, that's enough. They don't have to do the whole makeover unless you want, you know, that to happen. So I just want to give you show you exactly what I take with me. And again, so I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to set up, and then you guys can see exactly what I do to set up. So this is what it usually looks like when I am set up. Depending on how much space you have, I actually recommend not having the makeup right where people are going to be applying it, just because it can make a big mess and it just really cramps up things. So if you notice that the person's house that you're doing a party at has, like, maybe they have a shelving, ask them if you can move the stuff that's on the shelving so you can put your products there. This way people can go there, pick what they want, and then go back to the table and do their makeup. Now you'll notice I have a few things. I have mirrors. These mirrors, you can, this one or even this style, I actually picked up at Family Dollar for $2 a piece, and they're dual size mirrors. So some people like that extra magnification, some people don't, and so you get both with that. I got these bowls at Target. I think they were like 3 for $2, and so I got those little bowls, and these are used to put water. I also have washcloths, and then around the washcloths you can put hair ties or headbands for people to pull their hair back. After every party, I always wash everything just for sanitary reasons. Let's see, you don't have to have the bowls. I decided to get bowls because there's one house that I went to, and the kitchen sink was in a different place than where we were doing everything, and so it was just a little difficult. So that's why I got bowls, but you don't have to use bowls. They just come in handy if you want to have everything right there. And if the person that you're doing the party at their home doesn't want people, you know, going throughout their home. So that's what bowls are good for. I have these paint palettes. These are also 3 for like $1, I think, at Walmart. They're just plastic paint palettes. I've actually written on them like what certain things. So if someone's going to go get color pigments for their eyes, you can actually write eyes on top for the loose powder, or for like blush, or for a concealer, they can put it there. If they got a color to fill in their eyebrows, they can put it there. So this is basically for your pigments or anything that's powder, that's loose powder. On the table, I also have our order forms. You can find these in the files tab. So yeah, you can find these in the files tab. And these are just the basic order forms. It has all of our current products on it and current pricing. It even has like the collections, the brush sets. So you'll find everything here. You'll have to do the tax, of course, figure that out. The way you get the tax is you would do the amount. So let's say someone bought the iTastic collection for $119. You would do $119.99 times, and then my percentage here in Santa Fe is 8.17%. So I would just do times 8.17, and then it would give me a number, and then you just move the decimal a couple of times over, and then that gives you your actual tax. So whatever makes sense for you. If obviously the tax says it's like $1,000, that's not it. Move it over a couple of times, and it's going to be like 10 bucks. Let's see, what else do I have here on display? Have catalogs, but I usually just keep a few catalogs, and I keep them just for party purposes, so I let people know that they can't take the catalogs, but they're more than welcome to browse through them during the party. And then that's why they have their order forms anyways, but they can actually look at the catalogs during the party. Let me think. I have these little frames. These frames are like $1 a piece at Walmart. They're just the acrylic, and I put pictures on both sides. So I put whatever our collections are, and then I put something else on the other side. So there's a collection on this side it's 3D fiber lashes. This side it's a lift. You know, this is just a statement about unique. Do something quirky too. Make women laugh. Make them feel like, you know, that they deserve things. So this one says, it's a little quirky ad, and it says, your husband called and said you can buy anything you want. I just thought that was really cute. I like that, so I put that here. Use whatever space you have available. Again, if you're limited to space, obviously I use my couch. I put everything on this end of the table. I do have most of the products. I won the Fast Start, and so that's how I was able to get a lot of my products that I use for my party was through Fast Start. And then just over time with my party rewards, I've been able to accumulate. If you don't have all this stuff, that's fine. Don't worry about having it all. Just whatever you have, share with people. Use it at your parties. But again, be very sanitary. I do have every single liner, the lip liners and the eyeliners, and I have the pencil sharpeners. So my rule of thumb for people before and after they use a liner is I tell them, make sure that you sharpen the liner before you use it. Go ahead and use it, and after you use it, please sharpen it again. This is so it can take off, hopefully it takes off all the bacteria from the previous user. Lip glosses, if you can, get a hold of some of these. These are just disposable lip wands. So if you can get your hands on them, they sell them at Sally's. You can get, I think it's like 15 for $3.99. Cosmetic.com. It's on our team page. Anais shared it with us, and it's an awesome site. The shipping is about 10 bucks, but I got like 200 of these for like $5, so you can do that as well. You can see I have all the brushes on display. Yes, I let people use the brushes because I want them to feel the difference. I also carry, which I didn't put out, but I also carry with me brushes. I have MAC brushes in here. I have the cheap ones, the e.l.f. ones that you can get from Walmart for like $1. I have some Sephora brushes. So I have some pretty pricey brushes in here as well as some cheap ones. I want people to know the difference between what they can find in the retail stores and department stores and with our brushes, because our brushes are really amazing. So if you can get your hands on some brushes, or if you already have some old ones you may not be using, you know, clean them out, sanitize them, use, usually Dawn soap is pretty safe for all brushes, and then, you know, use those. Next, always display your 3D fiber lashes. That's always the #1 seller. And then whatever other cosmetics that you have displayed, use what you have. You can see here I have the product guide. On my team, I did send you guys a product guide. And if you do not have a product guide and I'm your sponsor, make sure, Nehemiah, get away from there. Make sure that you let me know so I can get one made up for you. And I display the case because this is our collection case. I want people to see how beautiful this case is, both on the inside and the outside, because the pictures don't do it justice. So yeah, so these are the product guides. You can also print the product guides up from your computer. It's under our files tab, okay? Other than that, I just want to show you guys the setup, so now we're going to get started on the party. Okay, so this is my demo on how I do my parties. Usually, the best thing, real quick, is to be yourself. When you dress for a party, dress the way you normally dress. If you wear suits all day and you love wearing suits, wear a suit. It's going to be where you're comfortable. What you are comfortable in. Obviously, you don't want to go, if you're wearing sweats all day, get out of the sweats. You must get out of the sweats. I was huge on sweats, and I know I'm not really dressed for a party right now, but You don't want to wear sweats to the party, but just, you know, what you would normally dress if you were going, I don't know, to dinner, let's say. It doesn't have to be a formal dinner, just if you're going out to Applebee's or something like that. So at least some jeans, a nice shirt. When I do my parties, typically I'll do my parties with half of my face with makeup, so all unique. And then the other half, I won't put on any BB floss. I actually don't put on anything other than I've already washed my face with our Illuminate, and I've already put on our daily moisturizer. I'm still using Brilliant because I have not received my Divine yet. It is in the mail, so I'll start using it and I'll give you guys my feedback. But that's the only thing that's on, usually the left side of my face. The right side of my face is usually all unique, including the 3D fiber lashes. On the left side of my face, I do put mascara on. I actually just use the gel because I can't use regular mascara anyway, so I just use our gel because our gel is like one of the best mascara products out there. So I use the gel by itself, and that shows people, okay, this is one coat of regular mascara, or sometimes I just do 3 coats of the gel, and then I do 1 coat of the 3D fiber lashes, and people are able to actually see a huge difference between the lashes, the volume and the length on this one, with just, you know, regular boring lashes on this side, even though our gel is awesome. So that's how I look for my parties. Again, you want to be comfortable, but don't be like you're going to bed. Okay. And so yeah, so this is how I start off my party. So I give a little bit of background, and I give a little bit of information on the company. So I start off with, hi, my name is Johanna, and I am a unique independent presenter. Our mission is to uplift, empower, validate, and ultimately help build the self-esteem of women around the world through high-quality products that encourage core values and spiritual enlightenment. And this is, and we are, sorry, I forgot the thing. So anyways, you don't have to get the whole spiel. You can just do it up to, you know, our goal is to uplift, empower, validate, and help build the self-esteem of women around the world. And you can end it there. Usually I give the whole spiel, but I kind of forgot it. So, and I do this a lot. I have lots of brain farts, and it's okay because it makes you human and it makes you not seem so salesy. So then what I'll do is I'll explain why I started. So I actually was a product snatcher. I only became a presenter because I was in desperate need of something to make me look glam. I couldn't wear makeup, and we were going to Las Vegas for Christmas last year, and I just really want to look pretty, but everyone knows you cannot go to Vegas without, you know, being a little glam. So I wanted to do lashes. I had tried the false eyelashes, and let's say a lady at Albertsons once told me, oh, your lashes are raving to everyone. I didn't understand until she told me that it was falling off, and yeah, I was pretty embarrassed. Or dark people could turn red. I definitely was, but I think I was more purple. And of course everyone will laugh at something like that. And then I tell them how, like, when I did the lash extensions, give your own personal story, of course, but my personal story is when I did try eyelash extensions, how it took the girl 2 hours to do them. It costed me $60, and if I wanted to, and that was on a Groupon special, and if I wanted to continue to get them done, I would have to get them done every 2 to 3 weeks at $60 every 2 to 3 weeks. So it was too expensive for me, and too much of my time was being spent on that, and my time is valuable. So I didn't like that. In addition to that, after she was done, my eyes did burn for about 30 minutes, and for like a day or two, my lashes kept getting stuck. So I'd talk to someone, and I'd be talking to someone, and then all of a sudden, like, I had like this Popeye thing going. So share stories, funny stories like that. Just think back with regular makeup, what you might have been embarrassed about, and share that with the people that you're talking to, because they're going to be able to connect with you. We've all had our funny, embarrassing stories when it comes to makeup, so share those. Next, what I'll do is I'll explain the product. So I like to just explain everything at once. So I will start off with what we use first. I'll tell people, okay, so what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to actually try our facial cleanser. You guys are more than welcome to do it on your entire face, or you could just do it on half your face. It's up to you. We have 2 cleansers, and if you only have one, that's fine on hand. Or if you don't have any, skip the step. But if you do have both of them, I usually tell people we have one for oily skin and one for dry to normal skin. So you can try either. The oily is more like our older product, Awake. If you're familiar with Awake, if you tried it, then you know how that one made your face feel. This is very similar. The ingredients are almost identical. There's just less preservatives. And then this is our new formula. It's a lot more gentle than the oily one. So just depending on the type of skin that you have, that's going to decide which product to use. And so these are our facial cleansers. Awake, you can actually, sorry, not Awake, but Illuminate, I know for Illuminate Clean, which is the one that used to be our Awake, it used to, you could actually use it for a mask. So you can apply it to, dampen your skin just a little bit with some water, apply it to your skin, let it sit for 20 minutes, and it turns into mask. You can add sugar to it, and you get an exfoliating scrub. It's also been known to help clear up, or at least lighten up scars. So for those of you that do have maybe acne scars, it's been known to help lighten up scars and actually eliminate acne. And it's just because of the ingredients that is used in this product. Licorice root being our #1 ingredient. It just does numerous things for your skin. So definitely try this out. You can also use it for on-the-spot acne treatment. And when you use it as on-the-spot acne treatment, you just apply it at night before you go to bed. When you wake up in the morning, it usually helps to dry out whatever pimple or zit you have coming through, and keep it from getting any larger. And a lot of times women have reported, waking up with nothing there. So that's kind of cool too. Once you wash your face, we're going to go ahead and follow with our daily moisturizer. Again, if you don't have the Divine, or if you don't have the Brilliant, we're not selling Brilliant anymore. So if you don't have Divine, just skip this step. You can move on to the next product if you have it. So I can't give you a lot of information on Divine because I haven't tried it, and I only talk about products that I'm comfortable with and that I've tried and that I love. So I encourage you to do the same. Or that you've heard stories from other people that have tried it. No one's tried Divine yet, so I can't give you a true testimonial. So the next product is Refresh. This is an awesome product, so whenever you need that extra moisturizer for your face, or if you need a pick-me-up, my mom loves to put her Refresh in the refrigerator, and then when she wakes up in the morning, before she has her coffee, she'll just spray a couple of spritz on her face. She says it's just a vigorating, wake-up call for her. And I like to use it just like once I have all my makeup on. I occasionally use it to set my face in place. Now, I can't use it refreshed all the time because I have a gluten allergy. Does anyone here have a gluten allergy? Okay, great. So, I can't use this all the time, but I do use it occasionally because I like the way it smells and I like how it sets my makeup in place. One of our #1 uses for Refreshed is that you can actually mix it with your pigments. So let's say that you're not too fond of eyeliners because you don't like how they flake and you don't like that they run. Well, just so you know, all of our pigments are all water resistant and they don't flake. Well, not as much if you're using the right product. So if you use a pigment with our rose water, you can actually mix it to create an eyeliner. Let me show you what I mean. So I'll take a tray and I'll just spray. Actually, you can spray your brush or you can spray where you're going to put it, but I'll just spray my brush right real quick. Okay, and then just choose any kind of pigment. And what I usually do when I have my pigments is I just pour a little bit inside my cap. You don't need a whole lot. These pigments are highly pigmented, so what you normally get with eyeshadow, where you have to go over and over again, you're going to get with the first wipe with the pigment. But right now my brush is wet, so I'll take my brush and I'll just dab it in the pigment, and it makes it a little wet. Can you guys see that there? Yeah. So it makes it a little wet, and then I can actually draw a nice line. Imagine that as an eyeliner. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. And so you can also do this as your eyeshadow. Let's say you just want, a really banging eyeshadow. Use the other side of your dual brush, and you can actually create a beautiful foiled eyeshadow. So if you've ever wondered how those girls get the really shiny eyelids, like you see in all the models wearing, it's not, sometimes it actually is Photoshopped, but a lot of times all it is just being able to wet your pigment with the right stuff. The rose water makes it very creamy. The application is really nice. So as long as you don't have a gluten allergy, you should be safe using this. You can do it on your eyelids. You can even do it for your cheeks. You can use it on your lips, which is kind of cool. So yeah, so that's our Refreshed. Next on the list, so the next thing I like to use is our BB Flawless. I am Honey. So we used to only have 3 colors, which was which was the light, it was called light, medium, and dark. So those colors have been replaced with cream, bisque, and honey. And so this is actually bisque. I have them in the wrong order. But I use honey for my skin, so you can get an idea of what you might use or what you might like. You can also just try it on your wrist. You can put a little bit on your skin, on your face. I want you to keep in mind these are basically a tinted moisturizer. So if you're not one for a foundation or anything like me, you're gonna love this product because it's very transparent. When it goes on, no one's even gonna know you're wearing it, number one, which is pretty awesome, unless you're wearing a color that's too light or too dark for you. So if I was wearing, let's say, cream, people are gonna know I'm wearing cream. Or if I'm wearing, carafe, yeah, this is gonna be really dark, and so people are gonna notice it. But if you're using a color that's close to your skin tone, such as in my case, I can use honey, or I can even go with bisque, and I can get away with no one ever knowing that I'm using any BB Flawless. I mentioned it's a daily moisturizer, tinted, and so you can actually get a lot of benefits. It has natural SPF, which all our minerals do as well, 15 SPF, but it also moisturizes your skin, protects your skin. It has a lot of great benefits with the BB Flawless, so I encourage everyone to at least try that, even if you're not a foundation fan. You're going to love this product. The next thing I like to use, if you do like foundation or if you do like pressed powders, you can definitely go with our Touch products. Now these are, they're medium coverage, I want to say. They're not really full coverage when used alone. But the cream, you can see it's very smooth. And unlike foundation where you can actually feel, typically you can feel the foundation when you put it on, like how heavy it is. You see it in your wrinkles and your creases. When you apply this, it's very smooth and it feels so light. Like, I don't like foundation, I mentioned that I think, or powder, or heavy powder. And these products are very, very light. I don't mind them, I don't itch, I don't get all like oily with them or anything like that. So I do love the Touch. So that was the cream foundation, and this is a pressed powder. Now again, both of them are basically like medium coverage. You can see how well that covers my skin. Obviously these are not my colors, but you guys can see how well they cover my skin, which is pretty cool. But when you use them together, these have been known to actually cover up tattoos. I don't have one that I can show you, but does anyone have a tattoo here? I'd be happy to show you guys how we can cover them up. Oh, okay, great. At this point, you can cover up a tattoo if you want, if you have the products. Again, if you don't have the products, skip that step. Again, you do this party as the way you like to do it. You don't have to do everything that I'm doing. It's what's going to make you comfortable, but make sure you stay in control at all times. You be the one to ask the questions. If someone asks a question, answer it, and then ask them a question back. This way you regain that control. Always have the control. Okay, so once you've applied your face, so once you have a beautiful palette to start with, oh my gosh, one thing I forgot to tell you guys was one of our most important products, the Glorious. This product is amazing. Does anyone use a primer right now, whether it's for your eyes or your entire face? Okay, you guys know that these products are very expensive if you're using them. I used to buy the Urban Decay. I paid $27 for a little tube. It wasn't too big. And that thing would last me for 3 months, and it was for my eyeshadows, Sleepy Woman Place, which I thought that was the best thing on earth. Like, my eyeshadows would not budge, they would not go anywhere. After 2 o'clock in the morning and a night of dancing, yes, they didn't smear, thank God, but the color definitely lied. I'm a dancer for those of you who know me, so you know I love to, me and my husband, we go out dancing, we do country or we do salsa. You know those kind of dances, you're sweating up a storm. I love Glorious because Glorious, you can not only apply it to your eyes, but since it's clear, you can apply it to your entire face, and it's very silky. One of my girls actually doesn't even use it as a primer. She likes to use it as a night cream. So she applies it to her entire face, says it looks super silky, it feels super silky, and she loves it. But you can actually apply this. So it has like a little greasy feeling when you rub your fingers together, but when you apply it to your skin, it's so soft and smooth. You actually want to apply this before you apply any makeup. So after you've done like your cleaning your face, putting on your moisturizer, apply this. A lot of girls, including myself, apply this after we apply the BB Flawless. Why, you might ask? because again, this is just a transparent color, so you can apply this at the bottom. This way it continues to benefit your face. Then you apply this over it, because then this creates that nice, like, smooth palette. Okay, so sorry about forgetting that. I'm so sorry. Okay, so once you've applied everything to your face, including your primer, which you would have applied before the BB Flawless or the Touch, then you can go ahead and get started with all the fun stuff. So your eyeliners, your lip liners, your mascara, of course, in our case, our 3D fiber lashes. So what I like to do is, I'm huge. I just love pigments. I own this whole entire case. You can see here, this train was filled with nothing but MAC makeup and MAC pigments. Like, I was huge on pigments. I love pigments. You can use them for your nail polish. Create your own custom nail polish by mixing pigments or just using one solid color. It's up to you. You can use pigments for hair chalking. You can use them if you have like a nice brown color, you can use it as a self tanner. Just mix it with your moisturizer. You can do so much. Eyeliners, I love to do like a solid black liner on the top of my eyes, and I love to do like a purple or blue or green at the bottom of my eyes. It just makes my eyes pop, and then I feel like my eyes are a little colored because I have like the darkest brown eyes ever. So yeah, I like to play with my pigments. So you can play with the pigments. Again, I showed you guys the trick with the rose water, making it wet. You can apply them dry. It's totally okay. So we do also have our concealers, and these can be used wet or dry. If you use it dry, typically people that do use it dry like to use it all over their face for light coverage. It works really well with our BB Flawless. So the way I like to use is I use our powder puff brush. And I just pour a little bit onto the lid. I circle it around in the brush, and these brushes hold a whole lot of the concealers, just so you know. And then you just apply it in a circular motion, and it'll give you a beautiful light coverage. If you do want to use it as a concealer, since it's called a concealer, you just use your concealer brush, apply a little bit of rose water. If you don't have, if you are allergic to gluten, then you can just apply a little bit of water, which is usually fine, or even I like to use eye drops. I know it sounds weird, but eye drops give it that nice creamy feeling as well, and it stays. So I'll just apply a little bit, and then just to cover up dark circles if you didn't get enough sleep, you can use these wet or dry. So that's our concealers. We have our blushes. Right now, the blushes that I offer are loose powder, and they come in the exact same size. I do have some here that you can try today, but they will come in the same size container, and they will, and they're loose powder. But next month we do start sending out our pressed powder blushes, which will be really nice because my daughter's gone hold of mine a few times, and let's just say we've lost a few rugs. Okay, so once you're done with that, I mean, you can definitely jump in with our eyeliners. We have 10 beautiful eyeliners to choose from. So as you can see here, we have purple, green, blues, browns. I like to use browns for my eyebrows, to fill in my eyebrows, and these stay so well. I used to use Urban Decay's 24/7 eyeliners, and I once paid $27 for just one black eyeliner. Let me show you a black so you can actually see how this works. It's not black. Let's see, where's my black? Okay. So our black color is called Perfect. And the way it works is it goes on so smooth, so I want to do it on a place where I don't have anything. You guys saw I didn't put anything on this hand. So this is without any concealer, there's no primer, there's nothing to hold it in place. This is just a liner alone. You saw how easy it went on my wrist, how smooth it was. And so I usually like to let it sit for at least a few seconds. Give it 10 seconds, it'll sit for. And then I can show you that it doesn't budge. It's crazy, right? It just like doesn't smear, it doesn't go anywhere. The color stays vibrant, it stays black. It's just the most amazing thing. I was huge on liquid eyeliner. I love my pigments for eyeliner. But when I'm in a rush and I don't have time to do the whole, using my eye drops and making it an eyeliner with the pigment, I just get my eyeliner and I just put it on. It just goes on so easy, and it lasts all day. Now it is hard to take off, so you definitely want to have a good facial cleanser like our Illuminate, or which can be used, safe enough to be used on the eyes as well, or really good makeup wipes. I like makeup wipes because you don't have to use them all over your face, and then you can use your facial cleanser of your choosing. Awesome little pencil sharpener. It has a spatula to clean it out in case your pencil gets stuck in there. And so these are free when you order a set of either 10 or 15 liners. You can get this for free. Otherwise, they're $7.50 a piece. But yeah, you have tons of colors to choose from. If you want that doll look, just put white in your waterline, and it gives you that total doll look. Just add your black eyeliner around your eyes, and you'll look like the doll. So if you're looking for a little plastic, that's a good way to go. You can also use the white eyeliner to line underneath your brows to make them look very clean, or you can use our BB Flawless, and I'll show you guys how to do that a little bit later. And then of course you can finish off with the lip liners. Again, just like the eyeliners, the lip liner you can apply. It goes on very smooth, very quickly. It doesn't get stuck to your skin, which is very nice. And then once it's on, it's on. It is not going anywhere. So now if you are using, say you use the lip liner and then you put on lip gloss, which has an oily base, it's probably going to cause the lip liner to start bleeding and to even come off. So if you want to keep that lip liner on all day, I would fill it in with the lip liner itself, or you can find a product that is not oil based for your lips. Our lip glosses, always finish with these bad boys. Typically, I don't use my lip liners and my lip glosses together because these are they do kind of have like an oily base. It's not sticky or anything like that. In fact, once you have it on, you don't feel the lip gloss, which is nice. But I did try it once with our lip gloss, and unfortunately my lip liners didn't stay too well. But I could say that the color itself, if you're using a color like red or any of our depigmented lip glosses, it is going to stay very well for you, at least for 3 hours. My color usually lasts for 3 hours, but even after the color is off, my lips still feel very soft, very kissable, which I love. I don't get sticky, or I don't get the dry stuff around my mouth when I do wear my lip gloss. So even for those days that I'm super busy and don't have time to reapply my lip gloss over and over again, I still have nice lips. Even if the color is gone, I could still feel the softness of the lip gloss, which is really nice. So now that you guys have heard me talk about all these products, I'm so excited for you guys to try them. So let's go ahead and get started. On your table, you guys have a bowl, or if you don't have a bowl, just have. We can go ahead and head over to the kitchen, and then I have a setup inside the bathroom as well if you guys want to go in there. And let's go ahead and get your faces washed. And so we'll send everybody, they'll come back, they'll do their faces, and I let them choose. Now it's just open for them to choose everything. While they're doing all the makeup, I will actually apply makeup on the hostess, and I'm not good at applying makeup, so I might start helping her apply the makeup, and I'll coach her through it. But I don't necessarily do the whole thing because I'm not a good makeup artist. For those of you that are great at applying makeup on other people, definitely go for it. I encourage you. Always finish off with the 3D fiber lashes. So if people get started, what you want to do, since only half of your face is done, this is just for display. This is an old set of my 3D fiber lashes. I do not sample these out at parties. Now, if it's a huge party, so if maybe, I say at least if 5 or 6 people show up, consider sampling it out because you'll probably sell one to each of the people. But if you do decide to sample out a set of 3D fiber lashes, what I recommend doing is opening it up in front of the entire party and letting the party know you can try these at your own risk. We typically don't sample out the 3D fiber lashes because of sanitary reasons, the risk of infection or bacteria transfer. And so if you guys want to try these out, if there's enough of you that want to try them out, you can do a head count. Then what I'll do is I'll open up a set for you guys, and you guys can all try it out yourself, and I'll demonstrate how to apply it. So sometimes everyone wants to do it, sometimes they don't, but consider doing it, especially if you're going to be hosting a big party. But if they don't, it's fine. But since I only have half of my face done, I will actually show them how quick I can apply the fiber lashes and what the difference is. So they've already noticed me the entire time with half my face done. And I even bring that up. I tell them, hey, I bet you guys kind of thought I was a little two-faced, huh? And it usually makes them laugh, and everyone usually likes that. So So at that point, go ahead and apply the 3D fiber lashes. Let them see for themselves while they're going to be doing their makeup, but they're going to be stopping to see what you're doing as well. Let them see the difference that the 3D fibers make. Because they've already seen your lashes with regular mascara. Now they're going to see it, I mean, 300 times bigger, better, longer. So that's pretty much what I do at my parties. As everyone's doing everything, oh, in the beginning of your party, I forgot to tell you, in the beginning of your party, what you want to do is have them, as you're explaining all the products, have them mark the products that sound intriguing to them. So if I'm explaining the Illuminate, have them mark the Illuminate if they have a question about it, or if it's something that they think they might like. Or as they try the products, let them know, make sure that whatever product that you like while you're trying it, or while I'm explaining it, that you guys mark. You can also, another way to do your party is, instead of explaining everything the way I did it, you can actually go through the catalog. So open up the catalog and explain it step by step. So you could say, okay guys, if you open up your catalogs to page, whatever page it is, 3 or 2, tell them that they can host a party. It might be my idea to go by the catalog. I've never done it by the catalog, but I think my next party I might. Because it explains, you can actually get the whole host your own party, earn rewards bill out of the way. You don't have to do it later. You can get the join unique opportunity out of your way. You don't have to do it later. So those might be some things to consider, maybe just doing